Hi, David Slavick here for another edition of Tech Talk from Ascendant Loyalty. I have the pleasure of being with Paul Bonis from our good friend and partner, strategic partner at TLC Worldwide. Paul, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks, David. Always great to chat with you. Thanks for having me again. Excited to chat quick.
Yeah, you bet. Again, we've had plenty of calls together and conversations about valued clients, which is awesome. You guys are a global company, super impressive. Spent plenty of time with Mike Bryn and Emma and the rest of your team, and really appreciate everything that you guys do in the space. So, what I thought you'd do is, maybe just share how long you've been with TLC in your new role as Chief Commercial Officer and a little bit about TLC for folks that aren't familiar.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, wow, I first joined TLC in 2010, so almost 15 years ago. So it's been
Fabulous.
quite an experience. You speak of Mike. We're trying to get Mike to come down in January, by the way. I'll keep you posted to come to New York. But as Chief Commercial Officer here, my role now, I oversee commercial strategy or the execution of commercial strategy alongside our clients, specifically for North America. Really, how do we deliver creative solutions that drive specific and measurable results to make sure that we're hitting that strong return on investment? In terms of TLC, we've become a global leader in customer engagement, loyalty. You know us well from many of those conversations. Built the business over 35 years and run programs in over 20 markets on an annual basis. If I had to sum up our business for the audience, I always try to lean on like three main call outs to bring our unique model to life. First and foremost is we specialize in motivating behavior, whether that's tactically driving sales, acquisition, it could be increasing loyalty through engagement, capturing first party data. Really, we work hard to be our client's partner to find the solution and deliver that solution. And really, the next 2 points are about how we get the results that we do. And first is understanding why does it work for the consumer, the end consumer, keeping them in mind. And our programs, the really unique part of it is that we build customer connections through experiences that are rooted in 8 key categories of people's passions. I always say the things that you, your friends, your family, your customers, what are you doing in your spare time, right? What are you spending your money on, spending your time on? Because that's what we hold most valuable, right? You're not going to get your time back at the end of the day. So whether it's the average American's going on 2.5 vacations a year these days, if you're a millennial, you're going out to eat maybe 3 times a week, as opposed to Gen X that maybe goes 2 times a week. If you're going to 7 live shows, which might be a concert or a sporting event every single year. We take those moments and we turn them into rewards for consumers because we know that that's what they care about, right? And then the third piece is why it works for our clients, why they're so excited about this. I often use the phrase or the term uniquely affordable. We know that there's tons of programs out there rooted in sweepstakes or gift cards. When you only reward a little bit of a few people with lesser value, it doesn't work as well. Our model is all about how do I reward more people more generously, more of the time, right? And so creating that opportunity where you might be a customer spending $10, how do I give you $25 of value as a reward or more? And how do I do it for 25 cents so you can give it to everyone? And that's really the crux of our business. We find the data. What do you love to do? How do we give it to you in a high value that's affordable for brands to do it across their entire group?
What I've seen from your case studies is great recap. And what I've seen from your case studies and the valid clients that you have, either in North America or in a global basis, you said, I think you said 22 countries, right? Is the creativity that you apply, 1. 2, you think about those customer value segments. 3, you customize those solutions to match up with those value segments, and you deliver such tremendous value in relation to what the customer themselves has actually earned. So it's nurturing, it's creating affinity, all the aspects relative, probably a referral, because they're experiencing these great things that are part of their common lives based upon the personas that they have. So talking to TLC and seeing what they do, they really, really dig in to your brand, to your culture, to your economics, and what your individual customer groupings, what really turns them on, and then build very innovative, creative solutions to match up. And there aren't a lot of companies that do that. They have like a standard catalog, or they've got preset offers or things along that nature. Yep. The solutions that you do, whether it's B2C or B2B, are custom to that individual customer, and it's really awesome. Is there one particular...
we call that the sea of sameness, right? All the things on the shelf next to you are all the same.
Yeah.
Right? We help you stand out.
And there's a lot of hard work to wind up going and not doing the sea of sameness, and you guys take that on. You won't even work with clients if it's like dull and boring. It's not that, well, exactly. Maybe if the client's willing to pay, it's okay. But is there one particular program or two that you're super proud of these days? Maybe, that's happening in 2025 that you could share and people could check it out or sign up or participate?
Yeah, absolutely. A couple we've run some awards for recently. I think one of my favorites that I personally worked on for a number of years was with Tommy Hilfiger and the Hilfiger Club. They came to us, every single retailer out there, giving 20% off. That's what they do across the board. How do we make it more powerful, reward more people, increase sales? And we started with a very tactical Black Friday program tied into the holiday. When you spend $250 in the store on Tommy Hilfiger clothes, you would get $250 back in hotel rewards. Wow. So that you can save on your holiday travels, because it's the #1 traveled season of the year. We had such an immense success, increased sales, high ROI. We actually required people to join the loyalty program. We had almost 40% of participants actually accounted as new signups. So we drove acquisition as well. Really, really successful program. It led to over 3 years of campaigns. We ended up building a calendar for Tommy where in the summer, we did something around concerts, very on brand for them. During Fashion Week, we did something with tickets and contests. We did gamified sweepstakes in between so that we can get recapturable data to market those promotions to new people. So really, really cool example. We won a Chief Marketer Gold Award for best use of gamification and loyalty for that program. Really, really cool. And then what I always call kind of TLC's superpower, if you will, is we're really good at creating custom networks of experiences that don't exist elsewhere, right? Mm-hmm. So in the UK, we're doing it right now with a telco company that we're giving $1 coffees once a week to every single customer in their system. For AT&T here in the US, AT&T Thanks, we created custom networks of hyper-local restaurants in specific cities because their customers over-index with wanting to go to the mom-and-pop restaurants as opposed to the chain restaurants. Mm-hmm. And that was more of an example of rewarding people with things like free appetizers or 2-for-1 meals, or because it's mass market, everybody loves dining, but it was more of an exercise in churn reduction and retention and hitting them with value that they can get every single week. And so that's something that we've done in all of our markets. It's how we've built our business. It's coming up with the right concept for the right brand, and then we go out and build it for you. So we do that.
There's a lot of work to be able to research and match up where the customer is against, the local Italian eatery that's super romantic and nice and, puts out a great lasagna, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
going someplace else. So that's
I would say it's probably easier now, than it was 15 years ago because of all the AI and the technology and stuff.
Right.
It's a lot of work. I won't discount.
So do you have like a research team on the back end that gets that kind of an ask and then builds the database accordingly?
Yeah, we have boots on the ground. We call it P&C team internally, but their job is to work with those partners of ours. We basically create pseudo national chains, right? There is no one national chain of hair salons or nail salons, but when I run a promotion for herbal essences and say buy a shampoo and conditioner, get a free manicure, I have to create that network because right. you might buy that shampoo in any CVS in any corner of the country, and right. we have to make sure that they get that reward, and that's what we do.
Yeah. So like Regis is regional or some of the
Correct.
other chains accordingly, but doesn't cover everywhere.
Exactly.
Right. thinking about the future and some things that you're super excited about or that you have on plan, anything that's kind of cool and innovative that you want to share for the next couple of years and
Yeah,
things
I
that you
mean,
think
I don't think you
about?
could have a. What's that? Sorry.
Oh,
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think you could have a conversation in the last 12 months without mentioning AI. We have an internal tech stack called Cosmos, which is
was
where we
up to
house
edit. Wow. What the hell?
Something dropped out.
Hold on.
Okay.
So we had a technical difficulty. Yeah. So do you have me now?
Yep. I do. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm with you. I'm waving my hand, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'll just edit that out. I know where the break was. Okay.
Okay.
Who knows? So I'll start over. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Is there something that's going on at TLC in your planning that you're kind of excited about for the next couple years or in the coming years? Something new that you're bringing to market that could be really exciting or innovative that you want to share?
Yeah, on the campaign front and reward front, not too much on some upcoming partners that we're bringing to market. So I won't share too much on that. But I got to say,
Cool.
I couldn't have a conversation in the last 12 months without mentioning AI, right? And what we've seen in the last 18 months in our business has really been transformative of our tech stack internally called Cosmos, which is where we house all of our data. Real-time insights into what consumers are engaging with, what they're choosing. How are we using that insight to give complete confidence in our recommendations and then follow up with usage for our clients having access to that data to optimize in real time and stay front of mind and stay optimal and make sure that we're hyper personalizing everything we're doing for the consumer. I think you're kind of in that moment now with what AI is providing, that you can see 5 years of enhancements in 5 months kind of thing. It's really,
Right.
really exciting.
Right. So play that back. So the AI can see, I went to see the Eagles at the Sphere, and then I took advantage of something else that may tell you something about the DNA of that individual and what you were planning on for that next touch or that next offer or that next experience. AI will be able to take a look at that and maybe make a different recommendation. I'm simple.
Absolutely. I mean, the number of clients that we speak to, that one of the first things they say is, we think this is our customer, but we don't really know.
Yeah.
And so giving them the ability to choose what they're doing, tracking them through the process, see how they engage with the reward,
That's awesome.
and then provide that learning so that we can help you develop your calendar the next year of all the ways to speak to that person in the most effective way.
Perfect.
Right. That's what's really on the horizon there.
I love it. So it's taking action and it's real time potentially, and it's strategic recommendations and it's adjusting things. It's not just saying set it and forget it. It's continuing to evolve. Well, listen, Paul, that was fabulous. I'm glad we were able to visit. Thank you for sharing so much. We'll be putting this out very soon and putting it on our YouTube channel as well. You'll be able to share it with clients as well. And from us at Ascendant Loyalty to you, have a happy holiday, and we will talk again soon. And you can find Paul, and it's Paul and then DE and then space BONIS, and you can find Paul Bonis on LinkedIn, I'm sure, and reach out anytime, and he'll be ready for you. Okay.
Absolutely, David. Happy holidays. Happy New Year if I don't speak before then. And let's stay in touch with, if I can get Mike to come to New York in January, we'll get together.
Sounds great. All right. Be well, my friend.
Take care.